What is one of the coolest things about the animation industry? Well, of course they literally bring fantasy from their heads onto paper and then onto our screens. Trust me, I'm really grateful for that. But I think there's actually something cooler. Let me explain. You might recognize these characters. It's hard to imagine someone who hasn't seen The Simpsons. Or at least has seen a meme or can quote the show in some way.
Probably misses his old glasses.
It's the show that just keeps giving.
What is happening in there?
Aurora Borealis?
Aurora Borealis. At this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen.
Yes.
That's it?
No.
The Simpsons is a powerhouse of animation, and even more so primetime television.
Postmodern comedy for the masses. The Simpsons.
It's well documented that they helped establish the dominance of some current global broadcasting giants. I mean, even the whole opening sequence is iconic. The yellow and blue palette, the exploration of the town, clearly indicating each character's, character, but it also establishes The Simpsons as a focal point of the town itself. I could go on. But do you recognize them now? How about here?
Beer!
Or even here?
I am Simpson!
This, to me, is a very clear demonstration of what I want to briefly shine a light on. And that's the support, appreciation, and to be honest, fandom that exists across the industry. And the Couch Gag is a pretty perfect illustration of this. But first, you know me, a little history. It's relevant, okay? The Simpsons as a show actually grew out of a love for animation from the original Tracy Ullman shorts.
What is the mind? Is it just a system of impulses, or is it something tangible?
Relax. What is mind? No matter. What is matter? Never mind.
Thanks, Dad.
I loved the people I was meeting doing those one-minuters. I loved the animators. I loved the spirit they brought to the work. I loved how much they cared. All of them wanted to be on prime time as a dream of their lives, to do a quality animated show on prime time. And I just thought that was a great reason to start trying to do a show. I wouldn't do it until I thought we had the right people to do it.
Currently, it's been running over 30 years, and they're well into their 30th season at the moment. With over 640 episodes, that means that they're close to 500 unique couch gags. Just look at the sheer number of episodes. I mean, they're not going to be washed away anytime soon.
My eyes, the goggles do nothing.
You can really see they demonstrate that love for animation. But here's the question. How?
Hey, Lise, guess who's got a genuine itchy and scratchy animation cell?
Oh, that is so cool! That is so exciting! That is so...
crappy.
Like I said, the couch gag is what I want to look at today. It really serves a dual purpose. It's a gag at the start of the show, but it also can be used as filler to pad out time for shorter episodes, similar with the length of the credits. So a certain number are commissioned per series of varying lengths, and they, or previous ones from previous series, can be inserted to complete the full 22 minutes of an episode, without ads of course. So let's say they only have 20 minutes of a show. Well, slide in a 2-minute couch gag and say fini. But that's just one end of the spectrum. Let's have a look at the other side. If you have a much longer show, they might just slot in a snappy 5-second couch gag with short credits. And it's funny to think that they began as short time fillers, much the way The Simpsons did on the Tracy Ullman show, and then grew into a celebration of pop culture.
My father loved animated cartoons, so I was inundated with pop culture from as long as I can remember, from before I could read.
That love grew beyond the celebration of culture and moved on to showcasing various animation methods, and has now actually given a voice to other directors. And more importantly to me, independent animators. So why is this important? Well, if you think about it, they give a well-known, well-established IP and entrust it to rival animators, not only to script, but also so they can put their own stamp and their own style on the show. And the most amazing thing is, they happily allow this. Like I said, there's a healthy respect and appreciation between creators and animators in the industry. They constantly study what others are doing and praise it, so much so that they actually want them to be represented through the established medium.
Makes me a happy fella no more, singing a cappella no longer lonely.
And you know what? It actually makes so much sense to give a short, unrelated segment to another director. It ultimately gives them a platform to further promote their individual work with the consistent millions of views The Simpsons actually still has. But it also serves as a celebration of their work, as they were chosen to create a couch gag. I mean, look at the list of independent animators who have been honoured so far. Bill Plimpton, Michał Socha, John Kricfalusi, Sylvain Chomet, Don Hertzfeld and Steve Cutts. I'd highly recommend checking out each one of their gags. What began on the Tracy Ullman Show has grown into a colossal global audience.
We call them bumpers, which go between the acts, and we decided nobody ever tried to make them entertaining, so we tried to make them entertaining. And I had a cartoon that I'd gotten as a gift from somebody that was Matt's cartoon, The Los Angeles Way of Death, the way that people die in Los Angeles, California. And I had remembered this because it was my first exposure to Matt, so we called him in.
The couch gag is the purest reflection of the comic roots of Groening, and also a sweet mirror to the very beginning of The Simpsons, as both began as shorts before a main show. So I think it's really cool that they use this time to celebrate the wider world of animation and give these really incredible auteurs a megaphone. And when people feel The Simpsons has lost its edge as a cultural tour de force,
I am over The Simpsons.
fair enough, but I think their shift into bringing awareness to the independent animators is truly amazing, and to be honest, keeping them relevant. I mean, you can't deny they're in the very DNA of pop culture.
Mr. McClure, what does DNA stand for?
Hi everyone, thank you so much for watching as always. I hope you enjoyed my second in-between. It was actually a lot of fun for me to make because I got to go through a lot of my favourite Simpsons memories throughout the years. As always, animation is actually powered through Patreon, so I'd like to thank all these godly souls for casting down their help onto me. If you want to join in, I'll leave a little link in the description below.